Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Ask Anything, episode 5 today. We're super excited. In addition to a couple of questions that we're going to tackle this morning, we are also going to do our giveaway for our 1,000th Instagram post. So we posted our 1,000th picture yesterday on our Instagram feed. So if you don't follow us, be sure to jump onto Instagram, go to @LHCStuman. But this is going to show up here on YouTube, and we're going to go ahead and do our random drawing for our giveaway. So let's do that first. The winner of our random of our giveaway, all random based off liking, subscribing, and joining our text list, they will get this Bluetooth speaker that I just got in the mail the other day, along with your choice of a t-shirt, whether it be Recharge, HSM, or JHM. So here we go. Let us pick our winner, and the winner is Molly Hillman. All right, Molly, excellent. And congratulations, Molly. Come find me on Sunday, and I'll give you your Bluetooth speaker, and we'll go find a t-shirt that you want, one that, whatever you want, Recharge, HSM, you choose. So all that being said, we have a couple of questions today. The first one is this. Is there any good TV show or movie that have hints of Christian influence, parentheses, other than the Chronicles of Narnia? Well, I'm probably not the best person to actually ask for this question, so I'll give you my 2 cents. My 2 cents are there's pretty much good to be pulled out of almost any media. Now listen, I'm not saying that you can just watch anything you want and be good, because the Bible tells us to be selective with what we watch and guard our hearts and guard our minds and those types of things. But that being said, I can almost watch any movie and find a moment where somebody kind of is experiencing a spot of redemption, or a spot where they're sort of like the Christ figure, if you will, in that moment, in that story. And so I know that like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and those, like J.R.R. Tolkien, he was friends with C.S. Lewis, and so I know that there's some hints of stuff in there. But again, I'm not the best person to ask this question for. So what I'm going to have you do is, those of you watching on YouTube, maybe in the comments below, what are some shows or some movies that have good hints of Christian influence? Now, of course, there are those like overtly Christian shows and movies, right? Like you got Fireproof and Unshakable and all those new like Christian movies, and they're getting better. Sometimes they're a little hokey, but they've gotten better over the years, and so maybe check some of those out. You got like Facing the Giants, and there's a really cool End Times movie, one that I can't really remember the name of it. There's a football movie that isn't Facing the Giants that, again, I forget the name of it, so I'm not doing a very good job answering this question, but I'll just encourage you to maybe comment below, help someone out in this arena. So that was the first question today. Sorry, Chloe, that I wasn't able to answer that any better. I don't watch a lot of TV. I have 2 little kids, and I spend time with them, and then when I'm not, I'm working, and that's pretty much it. So the next question that we have today is, why 7 days at the beginning of the Bible? Well, I don't know if there's a magic answer to why God chose 7. Now, all throughout Scripture, 7 is kind of considered the magic number, the heavenly number. We see 7 as like a number of righteousness, where then of course 6 is like 666. That's Satan. And so maybe it's that. Maybe it was that strategic. What I do know, what I do believe, is that the Bible talks about 7 days, and so I think they're literal days. Some people think that they're figurative days, but the word yom used there in the Hebrew is literally the word for day, which is a 24-hour period, and so I think God used 7 days. What I think is interesting, and probably the best principle that we can kind of pull out of this whole 7 days at the beginning of the Bible thing, is very simply, God worked for 6 and rested for 7. And I think it's really important that we acknowledge that rhythm, that God himself found time to rest. And I think it's important that you and I also in our daily rhythm in our life find time to rest. And so maybe a good kind of question to leave you with, or something that I want you to kind of wrestle with, is how often are you taking intentional time to rest? My guess is that you are in the midst of school, that you have extracurricular activities, that you're running from one thing to the next. Even sometimes church might be that you feel like you're running from church and then to another church activity and whatever. Find time to rest, and those of you that are going to be going on the Recharge Retreat in a little over a week, we're going to do that. We're going to find some intentional time to pause and rest and stop and think and spend time with God and all those kind of things that you sometimes don't get the luxury of doing in just your day-to-day kind of grind. And so encourage you to take advantage of that opportunity. But I think that there are 7 literal days. Now, listen, if someone came out and said it's proven that it's not like that wouldn't totally obliterate what I believe, because my belief in my faith is in Jesus and in the resurrection. And so if that were the case, that wouldn't take me down, if you will. But I think there are 7 days, but I don't know why the number 7. And I don't know if there are a lot of reasons and rationale behind it. And maybe I'm just ignorant to that, but I don't know why they chose the number 7. So anyway, we're glad that you took time to watch this video, or if not, listen, subscribe to our podcast on Apple iTunes. You can always just go to lhcstuman.com, click media, and that's where all this stuff lives. You can find YouTube videos, you can find podcasts there, show notes, all the good stuff. But we're really excited. Thank you so much. We're back in the saddle. For those of you going to Recharge, we're going to try something. We're going to try a live podcast while we're there. So take live questions. And so start thinking of some, try and stump me, and maybe we'll get some other youth pastors up on stage to also play along and play this game with us. But again, thank you guys so much for listening, and be sure to hit that little subscribe button if you're on YouTube or Apple Podcast. Consider jumping in, giving us a 5-star rating or review. That's really helpful to us, helps get the word out to other people. So until next time, thank you for watching Ask Anything episode 5, and we'll see you another time.